Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as always. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you. Thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. Right, what is going on? So let's have a look at your destiny card. What is the overarching message or theme that is coming through for you this week? And this week, your destiny card is temperance, right? You are going through the process of refining yourself. This week, you are going to find ways to balance out all of the things that you are working with. And this is the feeling that I get. So lately, you've been feeling this sort of almost disparate. It's like you can see all the pieces. You know that everything's in place. You know that everything that you want and need is already there. It's all around you. But it's almost like there's this feeling that you've kind of, yeah, okay, I can see all the pieces, but how the fuck do I put them all together? This is the week where you figure that out. The temperance card is about blending this thing and that thing and taking all of the base elements to turn them into some form of gold. It's also the process of spiritual distillation. I know all of you will have probably felt, I think it was last week or the week before, things were a bit sort of like up in the air for everybody. This is going to regulate now and you will start to make sense of it and start to glean the meaning. The other thing with the temperance card as well, because it represents that process of spiritual alchemy, this could very well be a week where you really start to hone in on a lot of your ideas, where you really start to get across what it is that you're actually trying to say, who it is that you're actually trying to reach. This is a week where you can really hone in on stuff, where you can actually, it's funny because I'm just remembering a conversation I had this morning, you know, and with the temperance card as well, it really sees you delving into the meaning. You're going to start to, it's almost like you're being given a glimpse behind the scenes this week, right? And when I say behind the scenes, I'm not talking about in waking life, I'm talking about behind the cosmos, right? It's almost like you get a privy into what the universe is actually doing and how things are shaping up. That destiny card is lovely. It's bringing you lots and lots of great energy, lots of really good vibes. So let's have a look at the direction. How does this shape up? What will it probably pertain to? Let's have a look, see. And this week you get the Seven of Cups, right? So where is it that you have, and this is the beauty of this, right? The direction card is the Seven of Cups. Sometimes because it has that Neptunian feel, it can represent a bit of confusion. And we've talked about this, right? The, you know, feeling that you've got the disparate parts and you've got all of these bits and pieces. How do we put them together? Well, the Seven of Cups as the direction basically says that this week you will get to streamline. This week you will get to really just refine the process, to refine what it is that you're offering, to refine what it is that you're doing, to refine yourself, right? To put your best foot forward. And the other thing with the Seven of Cups as well is it takes all of those pieces and it puts them into sequence. This goes with this goes here. It's almost like you're putting together the pieces of the puzzle because you've had that glimpse. Hello. You've had that glimpse behind the curtain, right? And when you have that, the Seven of Cups as a direction basically says, take your time. You've got all the time in the world that you need, but it also suggests that you have all of the pieces you need. You just need to find the right moment to use the right attribute, right? If you've got a square hole, you don't put a sphere in it. If you know, that's the kind of message that I'm trying to drive in here. You've got all the right pieces. Take a moment to look at the problem, the issue, the you know, the equation that you've got in front of you, and you know, really bring it back to yourself and say, right, okay, take a moment, take a breath, be focused, be still, realign, recalibrate myself. Okay, I've got the piece that I need for that, and I just need to pluck it out of the many that I have at my disposal. So this is a week where you discover that you have everything that you need, right? You just need to remember that you've got all of the pieces and put the right piece in the right place. Now, speaking about problems and issues and, you know, things that that might pop up for us, I want to talk to you about something. I want to ask you a question. Is there something that you have been working on, working with, struggling with, something that you have tried to get moving forward, tried to get off its feet and just don't seem to be able to make it work? Something that you might have gone so far with and thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to give up because it doesn't seem to be for me. Well, what if I were to take you on a journey, right? What if I were to take you on a journey with me, taking you through the whole process step by step, to find what the blockage is that's really holding you back. And I'm not talking about the thing that you can list. I'm talking about the real issue, the real problem, the place that it comes from within you that is holding you back. To find that blockage and then clear it, to really sever ties with it and let it go for once and for good so that you could really start to move forward. To then move on and put you into a space where I basically turn you into a lightning rod to shock you with adrenaline and power and strength and happiness and abundance to get this damn thing moving off the ground and, you know, out there in the way that you want it. And then finally shoot you off into the future to discover how brilliant it works, to ultimately see yourself succeed at it, and also to catch yourself or anything else that might come up to give you an issue or a problem in the, you know, in the tween of you achieving that. Well, that's what Tribal Tuesday is about. If that feels like something that you would like to embark on with me and a group of people, then please click the link in the description box below. Take a look and I hope to see you there. With that said, let's have a look at your insight for the week. So, what is your extra information? What is the insight? What is it that you're seeing behind the curtain? The Ace of Pentacles, your abundance, your money, your material success, your healing. Right? The other thing that people don't mention about the Temperance card, aside from everything else, it represents that period of healing. It represents the calm. It represents that moment where you can release, where you can reset and say, right, okay, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. The Ace of Pentacles is always a new beginning. There is a new beginning on the horizon for you, my dear Taurians, and it's going to be a really, really exciting and abundant time. This is going to be a fantastic week for you. My advice to you is this: don't start anything this week, right? This is not the week to start anything. It's the week for you to figure out what it is that you're ready to move on with and where specific pieces of the puzzle go so that you can then push the button to start it, all right? Going to be an amazing week. Have a fantastic one. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care and I will see you see you very soon.